Hey Vortex Nation, Casey here. Today we're talking long range shooting. We're gonna take a deep dive into my very own 6 Creedmoor, topped with our Razor HD Gen 3, 6 to 36 by 56, first focal plane rifle scope. So diving into the build here, we have a Macmillan A6 chassis, a Defiance Ruckus tactical action, a Proof competition contour barrel. Down below we have a Hawkins bottom metal, an Area 419 Arc-A-Lock rail, and an MDT psych pod. Lastly, it's topped with a pair of our precision match 34mm rings and the 1.26 inch height configuration and our Razor HD Gen 3. So going over a little bit why I chose the parts that are on this rifle are gonna be, this chassis firstly is gonna help you. It's got an adjustable cheek piece here, so I can adjust that to whatever height I needed on a course of fire. If I need to move something, change something, if I change rings on the optic, anything like that, it gives me the ability to adjust for that. The second thing on this build I like is the Trigger Tech Diamond trigger. Delivers a very light trigger pull on the course of fire, making it very easy for follow-up shots and not jerking the shot when you are pulling the trigger. Lastly, one of the key points on this rifle, you'll notice this rail that runs the distance on the bottom, that is actually an Arc-A-Lock rail from Area 419 that gives you the adjustability to basically move your bipod anywhere you need along this rail. And there's also a barricade block, so if you're on a target or something and you accidentally slide forward on the barricade, that stops it from hitting the action, dropping the magazine, etc., etc. The last point I'd like to make here is the SkyPod from MDT, or Modular Driven Technologies. This thing is phenomenal. Allows you to adjust the gun literally wherever you need it. I have not met an obstacle or anything yet that this thing can't handle. Super adjustable, highly recommend. It's got some grip tape on here too, so it doesn't slide off anything. Now talking about the centerpiece of the build here, we have our Razor HD Gen 3, 6 to 36 by 56 first focal plane rifle scope. And we have a set of our PMR 34mm rings. These are actually in the 1.26 inch height configuration. Gives me ample clearance over the barrel with the sunshade on. And it also allows me to get a clear sight picture through the optic when I'm mounted behind the gun in different positions. So why did I choose this optic for this rifle build? Firstly, the magnification range, the 6 to 36, is very advantageous out on the course of fire. You're able to really zoom in on targets, kind of pinpoint where you want to hit them. Very, very helpful. Secondly, the optical clarity on this is far superior to our Gen 2 Razor and most other optics on the market. Made it a very easy decision to use this on here. Another point as to why I chose this is the aperture size being 56mm. It really helps with the field of view, especially on a low magnification. If you have to identify a target that may be out of your sight or field of view on a higher magnification, you're able to do that when you're magged out with this aperture. Lastly, one of the main reasons I chose this optic was the infinite adjust turret system, along with the new zero stop system we have. Instead of having 3 screws like the previous model, this has just 1, making it very, very simple to adjust, especially on weeks leading up to matches when we're reloading ammo and trying to dial in our rifles. It really helps to just undo 1 screw, use that infinite adjust turret system to really dial in exactly where you want this rifle shooting, tighten it down with 1 screw and you're good to go. There's a quick rundown of my PRS rig. If you guys have any gun and scope combos you want to see, comment down below, hit us up on social media, and you might just see it on the next episode of Scope This Gun.